I think I just broke the third needle of this project. Yep, I might be a little too tired to be doing this. It's happening, we're doing it, we are making jeans. It's your time to shine, baby. Mwah. I've never made jeans before. I've never made jeans where I have to alter the pattern quite so much as I need to for these ones. And now that I think about it, I have never actually even made pants. And so obviously, because you've seen the thumbnail and man, I hope this worked out, I'm not just gonna be making regular jeans. We are making jeans made almost entirely of pockets because I freaking love pockets. And I hate, with a passion, with the fire of 1,000 suns burning passion, do I hate fake pockets on women's clothing. Okay, so this is gonna be a quick, kind of quick rant about pockets. Pocket issue number 1. Pockets that are just too small. A couple of journalists did the research and found that women's pockets are significantly smaller than men's, so don't hit me with the just buy different jeans argument. Can't fit your phone in there. You can, but it's hanging out, so anyone can just grab it. What am I supposed to do with that? This isn't even one of the big phones. This is a very old iPhone. Oh my God, skinny jeans are uncomfortable. These aren't even real ones. The very worst offender? Fake pockets. Nothing, there's nothing there. It's an outline, it's a pretend pocket. This is lies. This is patriarchy. You got on this one, a similarly tiny back pocket. Ugh, it gets me so riled up, they make me so angry. I know these aren't jeans, but these are the very worst offenders because these are a combination of tiny pockets and fake pockets. What? I got these at the op shop for like $4. I just wanted cozy pants. I'm actually gonna name this company Country Road. Are you kidding me? You can't even put your hand in these pockets. On the back, a fake double welted pocket. These are track pants. These are literally the least flattering pants you can get. Like I get it on like a really form-fitting, I've got a super cute jumpsuit that's really form-fitting. No pockets on that, no complaints about that because that outfit is not for function. These are track pants. How are you concerned about the silhouette getting ruined with real pockets? And they're Country Road, they wouldn't have been cheap. Oh God, it makes me so mad. For context, these are either $120 track pants or if we're being generous, $70 pajama pants. Let's talk about some good pockets. Got a whole tissue box actually in here and some mail that I should have done something about. Now look, it might not be the most flattering jacket, but it's the comfiest and I am definitely a function over form kind of gal. It's a box for earplugs for the last time we went out. Oh, there's earplugs in there as well, hang on. Oh wait, some earplugs, the rest were tampons in case someone needed one. And sticks? Hang on. More sticks. This is my other favorite jacket. For really good sized pockets, you can fit a paperback in one of these if you really want to, and an internal pocket. And yes, these are both men's jackets. Are you seeing a theme here? So here is my design. We got the front, we got the back, I hope. This is always for me a loose design, okay? We're probably gonna run into a few problems. I don't know how much fabric I have. I want too many pockets. I want the most pockets you have ever seen on a garment, okay? Because here's the thing. In addition to hating fake pockets, I also hate carrying a bag. I don't know what it is. I just don't like them. I don't like the expectation that I'm supposed to just always have a bag with an outfit. These jeans are loosely based on this design by the Attico, but more pockets. I freaking love pockets. And I know I'm not alone in that, by the way. Now, obviously this is something that can best be expressed in memes, and I was able to find some of my favorites, but I think it's worth noting that this was the search result when I tried to find those photos. There are so many articles about this. Who is the collective body that I'm supposed to write a letter to complain about this pocket situation? I'm just gonna start calling out brands, okay? Workout leggings that I have that don't have pockets, Nike, sort your shit out. Puma, sort it out. Stupid, why would I not need pockets while I'm working out? Do you think my top has pockets in it? Or am I supposed to just grow extra fingers so I can carry all of the things? See additional memes. Sorry, I'm getting annoyed. I am getting annoyed. What are we doing? Oh, we're making jeans, okay. Fabric. I got this from the fabric store. I believe it's made by a group called the New Denim Project. And basically this is 100% upcycled cotton denim. I'm hoping I have enough to make a stupid amount of pockets. For the pattern, I was planning on using the May jeans, also from the fabric store, and they are advanced. I have no idea what goes into making jeans. Feel like it's very precise, which is concerning. I really should have looked at this prior to starting this video. Like, how long are the instructions? The instructions are an entire booklet. I want to start by making a mock-up exactly as is, but there are also some alterations that I plan on making to it. So first of all, as you can see, the leg is not wide enough, and most stupidly, I think, of me, these are high-waisted. I want to try and make them mid-rise. That means altering the shape of the pockets as well, and possibly where they sit on the pants. The waistband will need to change shape. All of the alignment markings are going to be off. So this could be a really dumb thing to do, and possibly I should have just ordered a different pattern. We need to make patterns for all of the different types of pockets I want to do, which means I also need to research how pockets can be made. First thing we're going to do is be a responsible sewist, and we're going to pre-wash this fabric because we definitely want this to shrink beforehand. I didn't mean for this to be such a feminist rant kind of thing, but it is. I demand pockets, and if they're not going to give them to me, I'm going to make them myself. Let's get into it. If I use all of this fabric in these jeans, they are going to be so heavy. I think it's a 12-ounce denim? I don't know, maybe 11 ounce. I could look it up. I looked it up, it's 13-ounce denim. Also, I'm sorry, I can't zoom out any further. That's all right, I'll just be a gremlin. I can't, I'm sorry, it's hurting. Okay, it won't fit in the screen. Time to go in the wash. What I love about sewing is the fact that this completely flat piece of fabric is hopefully going to become a fully functional thing that I'm going to wear. I love sewing. We're pivoting. This morning I read the instructions for the May jeans, and first of all, super helpful instructions. I'm definitely gonna make these in the future, which brings me to, I am not gonna make these. I have realized just how many parts of the pattern I would need to adjust in order to get the look that I want. There's a back yoke. I have decided to take the same path, and I have just bought a different pattern. I didn't buy it on Etsy, but I found it on Etsy, and then I went to their actual website and it was cheaper. The company is called Grasa? I don't know, I think it's Russian. They've got really modern designs. You've probably seen them on Etsy if you've looked at sewing patterns. And so I was able to find this jeans pattern for about $14 Australian. So very nice. Where is it? Where did I, oh, it's here. So I have the pattern right here. How creepy do fingers look? Ugh. I've never done one of these patterns before because I've always been too intimidated by the whole taping it together and trying to make it straight. I think this is probably gonna get pretty warped. I'm gonna do my best. But the other thing I got at Officeworks, I got a tape dispenser. Somehow this is the thing that makes me feel like an adult finally. It just feels like such a commitment. Also, it was only $5, so I don't know why it's taken me so, I don't know what it is. It just feels like if I buy a tape dispenser, I'll never move again. Oh my God, it's so easy. This might be the best $5 I've ever spent. This is a really long time to talk about a tape dispenser. Hi. Oh. This is so much easier than I thought it would be. I seriously have put off buying these kinds of patterns for years. Why is this so difficult? Man, it got dark in here. Not that I was gonna roll my fabric out here or anything. Alfie's interpreted this as me clearing a space for him to play. Go on, good boy. I cut out all the pieces from a big old roll of calico and also some interfacing for the waistband because even though it's a mock-up, I don't want it to stretch. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do some stay stitching to start out with on some of the curved pieces that I do not want to stretch while we're working with the fabrics. This is probably unnecessary for a toile, but I really want these to fit. It's so fast with this machine. Oh, this was a good purchase. I gotta tell you, patterns where the pants form the front of the pocket are so confusing to me, and I was perplexed by this for the entire process. Yep, still confused by it. Okay, so that's how we would fold it, and so we want to sew this the opposite way around so that we can bag it out. And then I'm gonna stitch along there, flip it around the right way. Front of jeans. Sorry, how do I, oh, hang on, that's probably it, that's the one. I hope that makes sense. It doesn't feel like it makes sense. I have just attached the side pocket, well, what do you call them? I've just attached these pockets and I have immediately noticed how little they are. I just think that could be better. I am probably going to make this a bit more like a men's pocket where you put it in and your phone disappears. Sounds nice. Then I looked at this pocket pattern piece for the back. When this is actually folded down, it's gonna stick out. And so I'm gonna make them bigger. So I am actually going to attach it just to get an idea of how much bigger I should make them. So I don't know, this toile process is extending a bit. So let's keep going. No, I'm actually having a really fun time. I love sewing. Oh my God, I hit my camera and my nail. Everyone's okay, everyone's safe? Okay, really gotta figure out how to sharpen these. Time to attach the yoke, which I have learned is the correct word. Outside leg. Wait, does that make sense? Outside seam? Yep. One leg. Two legs. So I think at this stage we're supposed to stuff one of these inside the other like a sausage. Time to stitch this into pants. It looks so much like pants right now, doesn't it? Okay, number one, it's really cold. Number two, as much as I don't want to, and I do not want to get the fit right, I think I'm gonna have to put zipper into the mock-up. So we're gonna do whatever this is, and this one, we're putting a zipper in. Oh, where is the zipper? I ordered this denim hardware kit for jeans from Cat M. Jean zipper, nice and strong. And a little patch. That's for a future project, very far in the future, but I am collecting patches, so it's gonna take a while. I think I need like 150 of them or 200. But let's try and figure these bits out. Jesus, gotta do the scream sneeze. I'll tell you what, how's this? I'm gonna figure out how to put the zipper on, and then I'll show you how to do it on the real one once I've figured it out. Yeah, I think that works, because this is boring and confusing. I was genuinely just thinking how lucky it is that I wasn't showing you this process, because I have done so much unpicking. This type of zipper is really difficult to do. There's a reason I do invisible zippers. And whoops, yeah. Broke my first needle. Sad. This has taken a lot longer than I expected it to. It's getting dark. I'm getting tired. Yeah, I might finish up the zipper and call it a night, just because I'm tired. I will see you tomorrow. Okay, I know I just said goodnight, just like right before we just did that, and that I was going to finish the zipper. I already finished the zipper, it turns out. When I broke the needle, that was the end of the zipper. It seems to work. So, next part is waistband. I guess, seeing as I already said goodnight. I don't know if you can tell, but it's pretty dark today. It's very windy and rainy and cold. Alfie, you rushed out here to be outside. And look how sad you are. You're standing in a puddle. Yeah, it's too cold out here. I didn't want you to come out. Good job. Oh, he's so excited to be back inside. It's very much an indoor weather kind of day. So let's just get straight into it. Let's start off with a quick little camera transition to put the waistband on, and then we're gonna check the fit. Honestly, better than I thought it would be. That's way too short for me. So my main area of concern is this. I think the answer to this is that the waistband just needs to be slightly more curved. So like you see, like this kind of highlights just how much room there is at the waist. Pretty good for internet pants. I'm gonna make some markings on this toile and then attempt to transfer those to pattern pieces. Wish me luck. Okay, very quick little update. I have just nipped it in a little bit here just to give it a bit more of my curve shape. I have marked, can you see it? That's where I want the pocket to go. I think that the leg width and length is just gonna be a trial and error. So let's just make them wider than my wide leg jeans. I was only recently reminded that I have this tracing wheel, and oh my God, it makes transferring patterns so much easier. Who would have thought? It's in the name, right? Very nice. Except for the fact that I spot cleaned my rug the other day and it's not meant to be washed. Whoops. This is only a centimeter longer and it's not wider. Oh, crazy. Okay. There goes that idea. All right, new plan, different pants, coming back. This lighting. Okay, we're gonna try the green jumpsuit from earlier. This is a stretch fabric, but meh. I think these are nice and long and nice and wide. All right, that's more like it. There we go. Now, I'm not actually sure what I did here, and at this stage, I'm not sure if it was correct. So let's just probably ignore this and move right along. Okay, I now have a much wider leg for the front, and now I need to do the same to the back, even though the back piece is bigger. I guess I'm just gonna add the same amount. All right, I'm gonna make my other adjustments, which now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't do this many adjustments in one go, but we don't have time for that. So I'm gonna also do the hip. My hopes for how this is gonna go are getting lower and lower. Probably gonna ignore these lines on the front and we're just gonna follow these ones on the back. So I've transferred this line here, and look, there's only about 1/2 centimeter being taken off at this point. So overall it's a reduction of 2 centimeters. So that's something. I mean, it doesn't look like much, but it's something. I then started transferring the changes to the back leg pattern, and then I realized pattern making's really hard. I took some curve off of this pattern piece here, and then realized that I didn't need to, because that's the pocket piece that needs to change, not this piece. This is really confusing. Hello, it's me, self-promotion Ash. You know I don't like doing this, but I have to because I love making these videos and I would really love for more lovely people like yourself to see them. So I have to say the thing. If you're enjoying this and you'd like to do me a solid, please like the video, and if you haven't already, give us a subscribe. I will be forever grateful, and I have so many fun projects planned out for the next few months. You've got to see them. Okay, that's all. I won't do it again this video. We're free and clear. Love you. Bye. All the new pattern pieces. I'm gonna save you the absolute crushing boredom of watching me just redo the entire process. So I will check back in with you when I have sewn mock-up number 2. Realized I should show you what pattern pieces I've actually cut out. We have the back, the front, pocket, yoke, pocket, curvier waistband. It has occurred to me that these pants are too wide, but I figured we can reshape them once they're actually in the toile, and that should be fairly easy. We have mock-up number 2 done. It's better. This is not, oh God, I can't point at it. This was pulling quite a bit, and so I think this is sitting just, oh my God. But yeah, we've just got some like pull lines happening. So I'm gonna see what we can do to fix those. The extra amount of width that I've put on these pants is, I think, not entirely necessary. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to adjust this mock-up with the pattern legs closer to the original ones for the inside leg. Keep the additional width that I've put on the outside. I'm not pointing at myself again. Do you know what? Let's go to my studio. I'm going to just, first of all, try letting out the seam a little bit on the hip, because I think part of the issue might be a tightness across my hips. It feels very tight if I try to like do that one. What I'm gonna need to do is add a little bit extra fabric, just like an extra 10 millimeters to that point in the pants, this point, that one, and see if we can't get closer to the fit that we're looking for. Pants are tricky. They weren't lying. The collective who say pants are tough. And then slowly bring that in. All right, let's try. This is probably gonna be an absolute mess and we're gonna have to start again, but I'm having fun. Let's go. How do you make things tighter on the waist and looser in the hip? It's weird. Oh, stop leaving my pins all over the place. I left the pins over there. Way comfier, so much comfier on this wear, just from releasing that bit on the hips. It was too tight on the hips, absolutely. The pulling seems to be like pretty much gone. There's still a little bit when I move, but like I imagine that's what happens with pants. It's still wide leg, but I have 2 separate legs. Cute. I think we got it. Okay, I'm gonna try and transfer these very haphazard changes that I made onto the pattern pieces. So much comfier. I'm so happy. I did not think that the pants would work this well. I'm so excited. I don't know how to convey that through video, but psyched. So that's it, that's the whole addition that we needed, less than a centimeter. Oh yeah, I scrunched up all these scraps of pattern paper and I didn't want to waste them, so I was rectifying that. So that's the front piece done, and now I just need to figure out how to transfer those same changes to the back and the yoke and the pocket. Ugh. Forgot how many things it was. Can I just say that for most of this, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. Also, I was having so much fun. If there's something you've been thinking about trying out, please cash in some joy tokens and do it. I made a 3rd mock-up. Now it is time to cut it out in the real fabric. We're making jeans. I looked like crazy just then. Okay, first thing we need to do is iron this because this is crispy. Okay, I have nearly finished the ironing, but I steamed up my windows. Oops. Here's hoping these fit next to each other. Haha. Ooh, we are definitely gonna have enough fabric. Look at that. All of that is left for pockets. Ha 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 ha. That was a weird laugh. Anyway, I'm excited about that. Yay. All right, well, let's make this nice and quick for you. Let's start with pockets. Even remember to cut this one out of cotton. Well, they're all cotton. I even remembered to cut this out of not denim. I lied. We're starting with interfacing and stay stitching first. It's just occurred to me that I haven't actually bought a top stitching thread. And so I need to figure out what my contrast. It's just occurred to me. Oh, I know. I've tried to record this bit so many times. Okay, somehow there's a bit of dog biscuit in my sewing machine. How did he do this? So you can't close up the legs and then put the pockets on, because then you'd be sewing through both sides of the leg. So I know I can't do the inner seam first, like I knew that, but it's only just occurred to me that I also can't sew I can't put the waistband on, I can't put the zipper in or anything until the legs are sewn together. So I have to put the pockets on way earlier in this process than I anticipated, and I had kind of figured that I would decide on the pocket placement while they were pants. Tricky. Good morning. So I went to Spotlight yesterday afternoon. It was incredibly boring, so I didn't film it. All I did was pick up some curtain fabric and some top stitching thread. The gray, I think, looks really nice on it. These are only 30 meters long as well, so I bought 2 of them, and I'm hoping that's enough to do all of the top stitching required for the jeans and then all of the pockets, but if it's not, they had plenty in stock, so I can always get more. That's incredibly boring. See, this is why I didn't film it, because like, who needs to hear about how much top stitching thread they have in stock? I spend all of summer complaining about the heat, and it finally gets into winter and I'm just like, yay, winter. And then I remember I have nothing to wear. I don't have winter clothes. Like summer wardrobe, sorted. Winter wardrobe, a problem. So I really do probably need to learn how to sew with knit fabrics, I think, or learn to knit. If you have any thoughts on me learning to knit, whether it's a good idea, whether it's terrible, let me know. Have you knitted? Do you like knitting? I feel like knitting a jumper could be fun and also incredibly overwhelming. Blanking. Okay. Let's go. Pockets. So I know that a couple of people had misgivings that I actually needed an industrial machine to sew these jeans. They thought that maybe my domestic machine could figure it out. Here is the thing. I've just sewn 3 layers, which I thought would be the maximum amount I would be stitching with these jeans. I thought the hem, that's the thickest part. I need to fold this over to then sew down onto jeans, which means it will have 7 layers of denim. Domestic machine is not getting through that. I hope this machine can handle it. Back to pressing. Back to pressing, not back to pressing. Yep, shouldn't have the camera that close, whoops. Cute. Let's give it a go. Let's try sewing through a ridiculous amount of denim. I love this. I am in love. This industrial machine, wow. Gotta switch the threads back. Oh, and I have to change the top stitching tension thread thing as well. Okay, the tension's really bad, so let's just... Oh, I forgot to change the stitch length on this. Just filming myself absolutely struggling with the machine right now after really singing its praises a few minutes ago. I think I've got this right. I don't think there's a way for me to show you this that explains the way this pocket works, but just trust me, it's gonna work, I think. By the way, this is absolutely the wrong order to do this in. Do not close up the pocket and then try to do the top stitching on the front of the pocket. It was really awkward. Okay, you so can't see them, but there are tailor's tacks here. How is that happening? Why aren't they matching? Let's just pretend that they match. It worked. Okay, I was partway through doing this transition that we're working on. I was sewing this seam here and I thought, this sounds really weird. Yeah, you think? That's a lot of unpicking to do. I have made a decision. I am so sick of changing out the threads to swap between the construction stitches and the top stitches that I am just gonna have 2 machines set up because, oh my God, every time I have to change the stitch length, I have to mess with the tension dials and try to get those right again. It's really been slowing me down. 2 different machines. I'm so glad I have 2 machines. Oh, she's struggling. This machine feels so slow. Yay! Almost pants. Time to overlock. It sounded really weird, that didn't sound like me. It's time to overlock. No, I'm gonna do some overlocking. That was it, that was the one. The next day, it was finally pocket day, and I wanted to start with a pair of traditional cargo pockets on the thigh area, so the first thing I did was base stitch the front pockets out of the way so I wouldn't sew through them, because I definitely would. Now we have a visual for how big the pockets should be. Sorry, the lighting's being really weird because we've got intense bright light coming through the doors there, and then just the rest of the room is dark. So we're gonna start with this one here. So I'm just gonna take some measurements, make a pattern piece for it. Fingers crossed this isn't the thing that completely falls apart during this project, because it's kind of the most essential bit. Swear to God, there were more plants on the other side of the fence that used to block out our neighbors, and now, I don't know, maybe they chopped them all down, but I just feel like I can see them really easily and that they can see me. So for the basic cargo pocket pattern, this is what it's meant to look like from my very, very quick Google search where I didn't actually read any of the results. The first rectangle is the dimensions of the actual pocket. The next part that goes around that is the depth of the pocket. And then the next layer out again from that is the seam allowance that we tuck under so that we can then kind of top stitch the pocket in place, which is where I think it will get really finagly. I also need to make the top flap, which I assume needs to be double-sided. The other pocket styles that we're gonna do is I'm gonna attempt to make this type of one here. Rather than like a full-on edge to it, it's kind of more like a pouch rounded shape, and it's just got what looks like kind of like darts on the side, and potentially like a flap that has a zipper that connects it, which I don't know. I'm really bad with zippers, but I guess we make the entire thing first and then just sew it onto the jeans. Yay. I just realized that I forgot that I would need a seam allowance here for where this gets stitched, because this would fold and get stitched there. So we're just gonna do a really small seam allowance. The spool ran out. I just hold it here. Can we finish this one edge? Haha! Not a good sign that we have already run out of one spool. We haven't even done one pocket yet, so yesterday afternoon, I was partway through doing this first pocket when I reached the point where I would have to put a button in, and then suddenly that all became too hard. And I remembered that we were having guests over, so I decided to start cleaning the house. Then I started putting those sticky felt things on the bottom of the chairs. Then next thing I knew, it was 11 p.m. Let's put the button on. We have to put the button on. I was about to say, let's stitch that pocket on. We can't do that. We need to put a button on. Okay, I am bringing you with me to document this bit. I can't find my water. I had a mug of water. I definitely just poured it, maybe half an hour ago. It's not on my table. Okay. I don't understand. It's not on this table. It's not in the kitchen. Thomas, have you seen my... Did you take my mug?
Yeah. Remember when a couple of days ago I said your favourite thing to do was to pour hot water into cups and not drink it? I drank it like half an hour ago.
Thanks.
It was cold. I didn't want to waste the water.
Stolen. At least I'm not going crazy. My water's gone cold again. I dug up an owl. So let's... There we go. That was really loud. And I've sewn these bits closed here so that the pocket can still open out a bit, but should hold its shape pretty well. And that's our pocket positioning. Oh, it's a pocket. I then wasted a whole bunch of that precious top stitching thread by doing a heap of practice buttonholes. I'm honestly not sure if changing the tension is helping at all. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna call it good enough. Probably shouldn't have done the most prominent pocket first, but that's how I do things for some reason. All right, this is the most awkward way I could possibly do this, but I had already ruled the line, so this is the way we're going. Yay! Oh no! I cut some of the threads. Final step, and we broke it. Look at that, first pocket done. Well, actually, now that I think about it, these were already 5 pocket jeans because there's the 2 back pockets, the 2 front ones, and the little coin pocket. So that's pocket number 6. I'm gonna do the exact same to the other side. Let's hope it doesn't take all day. We'll try for a camera transition, and if it doesn't work, let's just go second pocket time, and then maybe it'll be done. Okay, before we do the transition, it is 1 p.m. Let's see how long a second pocket takes now that we have a pattern piece and we know how to do it. Fingers crossed it's not hours. See, just like that. We did it. It's sitting kind of weird, but I promise it's fine. Oh dear. It is 2:25. That pocket took an hour and a half to make, and I had a pattern for it. And it turned out one of the pieces was already cut out. I'd already done it earlier. The chances of me getting this done in the next 3 days, well, 2 and a bit days, is looking pretty low. And I didn't get changed. This is like cutting into my arms. I'm very uncomfortable and I want to get changed. But I didn't because I am on a deadline. I'm gonna get changed into something much more comfortable. I'm gonna go get a bunch more top stitching thread and then we are just going to smash through pockets as quickly as possible. We can do this. I can do this. I am trying to psych myself up. Apologies, you can't hear what I'm saying here because it was so windy, but what I was saying is that it's really windy and also that all we're buying is lots and lots of thread.
Alright, guess we're getting 3 of them, because that's all they've got.
Alright, I may have lied. We also got Velcro and snap fasteners because there's going to be a lot of pockets and I need a way to close them.
Also, the lady who served me was so nice. She was really friendly, and it made my day. I don't think that's so grumpy. Anyway, back to pockets.
I've measured up against a mock-up around about what size I want this one to be, so let's just see what happens. I can measure it straight on the fabric. Let's be wild. We did not get wild. I actually made a pattern for every one of the pockets I put on these jeans. Even though I got a roller chair, it's not any easier moving it around my office. This took me a really long time to figure out this pattern, as you can tell by how dark it is. What is sticky on my finger? Where did that come from? I'm guessing just the sewing machine, but ugh. If I do this correctly, then this process should start to speed up and we can just get a little bit free and fancy with it. Is that a saying? Fancy and free? I don't know. Okay, I was either trying to say footloose and fancy free or fast and loose, and now I'm thinking that I don't know what either of those phrases mean. And yes, I'm too lazy to move the chair, so I just do it standing. It's terrible for my back. The update is we're unpicking it because we put it in the wrong spot. Oh my god, another day's gonna go past and we're gonna have only done one pocket. In my defense, I have no idea what I'm doing, so. I think I just broke the 3rd needle of this project. Yep. I might be a little too tired to be doing this. I'm gonna sort this out and maybe I will see you later, or maybe I will go and curl up in a ball on the couch. Well, it looks like I went with put my pajamas on, but keep trying. And while we got there in the end, I'm pretty sure I vowed never to do one of these again. The next morning, I got straight into trying another variation of the cargo pocket. Ah, finally! That took so long to figure out. I just wanted to do a cargo pocket with like a softer corner. This shape I like. It's a bit more casual. I'm gonna do some more of these. I thought I could do one here, but it won't fit. So let's do one here. 2 pockets now. And I did one over here. So this is on the back of this leg, and I'm thinking I might even do like a cute littler one here. This lighting is making me look sick. I feel fine, just tired. I'm gonna keep doing this method for a bit more. I'll do a couple more pockets and probably check in with you tomorrow. Good progress today, team. Doing things in a production line is just way more efficient. This is quicker. We have 3 pockets ready to go. Also, good morning. I've lost my slippers. I swear to God, I took them off right before I went to bed. And they are not next to the bed. I have searched the entire house and it's too cold to just wear socks, so I have to wear my alternative slippers. So I will update you on that if I am able to locate my slippers. Let's get these little cuties, look how little they are, get these little cuties onto the jeans. This pocket is so cute, I love it. It's so little, I wonder if we can make an even smaller one. I did it. Oh my god, that's so cute. This was the tiny pocket. Now look at this one, look at the button is so big on it. So it's gonna like close up. So cute. This is absolutely the most technically complex project that I have undertaken. And I'm really surprised by how well it's going. I took photos of the jeans while they were on the mannequin to help me plan out what kinds of pockets I should do and wear, which, true to form, I changed up quite a bit as I went. As per my design, I did my first patch pocket and absolutely hated how plain and boring it was. And it turns out you can just sew a flap on top of a patch pocket and it looks perfectly decent. I have this idea for the back of the jeans to have a kind of pouch pocket that kind of falls outwards from the jeans, and I don't know if it's gonna work. If there's a curve or an angle, anything like that, could really throw it off and make it look weird because this is some unusual patterning. But let's have a look, I'll show you. Ah, stop kicking that. And no, I still haven't found my slippers. Here is where I want to put the pocket that kind of like angles out that way. This here is sort of what I'm thinking, the way that it kind of like comes out here. I cut this too short. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to sew it onto my mock-up that's underneath, and I can try it on and see how it looks. I came out here to put the kettle on, and look what I found. Why are they on the couch? This is why I couldn't find them before. I was looking on the floor because I assumed that I took shoes off and put them on the floor, but apparently no. Also, would you be interested in me making slippers? I have an idea, but I'm walking towards the kettle, it's too loud. Shh. Would you be interested in me making slippers / moon boots? Because I really want to make some insulated slippers, because this is not great in terms of longevity, and I've never DIY'd like from scratch shoes before. So let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that, because it's in my maybe pile, not necessarily in the list. These little reindeer have seen better days. I mean, also they're Christmas themed. Yes, hello, hello, I see you. Oh, hello. Okay, actually my great idea was not so great, because I've just realized that these are of course already pants. And so it's really hard to stitch things onto it because I would stitch through both sides of the pants. So I'm gonna have to just hand tack this on. I don't hate it. I don't know that I love that line that's there. It can do with a tweak, but it's not far off. Yeah, that's not really any different. We want it to hang out more. All right, I think this is gonna take all of my lack of pattern making skills. So they weren't curving enough before. Now they're curving too much. Then we just remove some of the curve. I'm quite happy with that. Whoops, did not account for that tiny little pocket there. I am really gonna have to figure out how to get that tailor's chalk off. Anyone else go completely silent when they get hurt? Oh, wow. I am so glad that I am the one that stepped on this needle and thread and not Alf. I just felt this puncture my toe. Oh, that was such a weird feeling. I pulled my foot up just in time. Oh, it might be time to vacuum. Also, we've gone through 3 spools of top thread so far. And by the way, these count as pockets, okay? Because you can technically put something in there. It wouldn't be safe or secure, but you could. So these are still pockets. God, this machine is good. I have completed this morning the 23rd pocket, and I think honestly there's only room for about 5 or 6 more at the most. I also realized the problem of if I bend down, I can't have like snap closures and buttons anywhere near my knee, because otherwise that's gonna hurt like a mofo. So now that we're 23 pockets into this, I think it's time for some camera transitions. Let's just check it out. Nice. You would be forgiven for not believing that this phrase is within my vocabulary, but I think that's enough pockets. All my pocket pattern pieces. I fully comprehend the irony when I say this, but I think if I put any more pockets on, they're gonna look silly. We have 25 pockets. I'm gonna now put all of the buttonholes on, and then we're going to actually get into the construction of the jeans, the part where these actually become wearable pants. I do think I may have just created daywear rave pants. Like, these give me heavy 90s vibes. Yeah, they're a lot. Buttonholes and construction, let's do it. I have just put on the last roll of top stitching thread. This is roll number 5. Man, I hope I didn't do this the wrong way and that I can actually put these buttonholes in while the pockets are all attached. Oh, it's struggling just to get this on. Uh-oh. What is it doing? Oh no, I cannot do these by hand. That's gonna take forever. Oh! All right, nope. I have to sew the buttonholes by hand. All right, so lesson learned. When you decide to make your 25 pocket jeans, put the buttonholes in first. I mean, I was very sad about the delay to begin with, but then I remembered that hand sewing is my favorite. So I got to just sit on the couch all day and watch Sex and the City and Bridgerton. I'm at the start of season 2, but I have already ruined it for myself by looking up way too much about it and reading a bunch of spoilers. These are our final pieces to put on. We've got to do the zipper, the legs, the waistband, the belt loops, and then we're gonna be done. I have to like lift it up to support the weight so that the machine can actually pull it through. I now have to put one pant leg inside the other to sew that seam. Wish me luck. Oh God. This is ridiculous. Okay, I don't know how to take this apart now. All right, let's do this zipper. Let's just do it. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. It turns out that before I could start putting the zipper in, I had to shorten it, which with a metal jean zipper, that is pretty complicated as you have to pry the individual teeth off with pliers, and I was terrified that one of them was gonna fling into my eye. It's also really hard not to destroy the zipper as you do this. Remember I said I would show you how to do the zipper on the actual jeans? I lied. This was incredibly tedious and almost a complete disaster. I nearly had a breakdown while sewing this. Tom came in to check on me because of all of the yelling. So I'm just going to explain what went wrong. The position of the zipper was too low, which meant that the bottom stopper was in the way of the top stitching lines that should close up the zipper. If you make jeans, you have to put the zipper in clear of the top stitching like this. I had to extend the top stitching to sort of fix it, and it wasn't pretty. I have gotten it to a point where I'm not going to keep trying. That's what we're working with. I will hear nothing about it. If this one brings me close to tears, I'm going out to find a cupcake and packing it up for the day, okay? So we really need this to work. You too? Machine? Jeans? Don't let me down. It has gotten so dark today. It doesn't quite look it, but like indoors is really dark. And oh my God, my rug is still outside. It's not meant to get wet. Do you know what? While we're at it, let's do another one for the waistband. The waistband didn't fit. I was partway through doing that camera transition. There's a lot of steps actually involved in it. Couldn't make it fit. So I went for a long walk with Thomas. We picked up some pizza and then we watched 2 Bourne movies in a row. The good news is that I then woke up this morning, realized that I have a mock-up so I can measure it against that and see how much it's stretched by. And the answer was not at all. I actually just hadn't transferred the notches over, and it turns out it's really important to have notches on a curved waistband. But it does prove that it is important to take a break sometimes so that your brain can relax and then approach the problem without screaming. I've picked up another roll of top stitching thread this morning, which makes this roll number 6. So that means that these jeans have approximately 150 meters of top stitching thread on them. Also, I did finally bring my rug inside. It might be in worse condition than when I put it out there. I'm hanging it up inside, which it turns out was an option the entire time because it fits on our clothes horse, so not bad. All right, I'm gonna sew the rest of these. You remember I bought the jeans hardware kit? Well, unfortunately the rivet tool I have is for flat rivets, and I didn't realize that these rivets have a little knob sort of thing on them, so I decided to do a test one. Well, I'm glad I tested that because all I did was break them. That means we're not putting rivets on the jeans at this stage. I will get a rivet tool at some point and fix them up. But for now, that means that the only thing I have left to do is hand sew another buttonhole and put a button on. This has been quite the journey. Man, I hope they fit. I haven't tried them on yet. I will see you in the reveal. Bye. I have loaded up my pockets with household items, so let's see how much these pants can actually hold. Now, to be honest, my pockets are not full because I put as much stuff as I could think to put in my pockets, and then it got really hard to walk around. Not a pocket, but I did put a loop here for my keys. In my pocket, not peeking through, my phone. Sunscreen, hand sanitizer, pen and pencil, snack, AirPods, noise cancelling headphones, floss, lip balm, pads, tampons, more snacks. Dog bags for Al. Pocket Thomas. Hang on, his hat should be in there somewhere. A copy of Pride and Prejudice. My second camera. Spare batteries. A paperback. A notebook. Flashcards in case I want to practice Japanese. So there you have it. This all fit in the jeans and not all the pockets were full. I mean, 3 books, come on. I don't normally do a wrap up of any kind, but thrilled with this process. I will definitely make more jeans. I'm also keen to make more stuff with pockets. If I did this again, if I did like a 2.0 version, I would reverse engineer the pockets based on what it is that I want to carry on me. So I would have a pocket that would fit my drink bottle. I would have a pocket that would fit an umbrella. I will say it's a lot of pockets to have to check before you wash them though. Let me know if there is anything else you'd like to see me cover with pockets. I could absolutely envision doing a jacket like this. Thanks for hanging around. I love them. I love them so much. I'm gonna wear these so much. They're so comfy and flattering. I love them. Bye.